So I'm David Emmons, and I am a member of the Kitsap Pride Board. In my day job, I am the president and CEO of the Greater Kitsap Chamber. I first heard about BC Fitness when I visited a BNI group, Olympic Business Exchange, and Brett, the coach, was in that BNI group, and he messaged me because I had lost some weight, and he wanted to know if I wanted to continue on that journey. I think that Brett and Lydia promote a very inclusive environment. They're always very friendly. They welcome anybody that wants to work out and get in better shape. They don't make it awkward if you are openly gay. It's an experience that I have found and have referred many of my friends to TechFit and BC Studios because they are inclusive and they never make anything awkward. And Brett is an incredible jokester. He has a great sense of humor. And Lydia has, under Brett's tutelage and mentorship, become an amazing trainer in her own right. She explains everything and really tells you why you're doing what you're doing and how it will fit in your personal journey. Brett and Lydia are extremely friendly, and the experience here is that you're not coming to a gym, you're coming to a place where you feel welcome. And I really enjoy that. And Brett's sense of humor is just so refreshing because he is not, he will joke with you about your fitness, and he's just so real about how he approaches his clients and how he gets them to do really what he wants them to do to better their fitness. So being a member of BC Fitness and TechFit Studios has really affected my weight loss and my physical appearance. I've lost 35 pounds since I joined BC Fitness 2.5 years ago. And what's more important is that I've kept it off. They're more than just my personal trainer. They're becoming friends. And that's really important in that relationship building. And that's really what I feel about. I can really, joke around with Brett about probably anything. And that's really important to me in a personal trainer, and I wouldn't have continued for 37 weeks on the tonal machine in a row if it wasn't fun, because or beneficial, and I see the benefits of doing the exercise. I would encourage anyone in our community to really look at BC Fitness because it is much more than a gym. It is like a family, and it is very inclusive. Brett and Lydia encourage everybody to work out and Brett doesn't he challenges me in a very positive way, but he doesn't demean me if I can't do something. I used to work out and work for the YMCA, and I really was very self-conscious about working out because number one, I didn't know how to do the exercises, and Brett and Lydia explain all of those in a very easy to understand format, and they explain why you're doing them. And so I think that's what it is. It's that personal, private experience that you get that you don't get in a big gym. My experience at BC Fitness has been nothing but positive. And since day one, Brett and then Lydia have made me feel welcome. It is an opportunity, and it has strengthened my resolve to become, in my older age, more fit and live a healthier lifestyle. And so I think that's really what they have done for me. And that's why I support them wholeheartedly. I cannot recommend BC Fitness and TechFit Studios more highly. I encourage anybody that I know to check them out, even if it's a consultation, and enjoy what Brett and Lydia have to offer. You know, I mean, because I want to get to that sense of humor, because that is what is so real about you, is your sense of humor.
So we're going to start off with a really, really tough one. Is I just want to ask you guys your names, and then if you're just retired, or maybe what you do, what you did. So who am I talking to today?
Better start again. Okay, who has to go first?
I will.
Okay, all right.
Hi,
Sorry.
it's Kevin Mayfield. I'm a former professor at Seattle University, now retired.
And I'm Sean Stevenson, and I'm a former banker, and I am retired.
I first heard about BC Fitness from David Emmons, a friend of ours, lives in Kitsap County. Really talked about his own personal experience of working out at BC Fitness, and it inspired us to check it out and to come and meet with Brett and Lydia.
What motivated us to join BC Fitness was just kind of the testimonials that we read, and our personal wanting to take better care of ourselves and get in better shape.
Love that.
Our overall experience has been great. We feel that that Brett really listened to us and heard what our needs were and what our goals were, and incorporated that into our weekly exercise sessions. Very personalized training. It feels like it's been customized to what our needs are, and that's where we're seeing progress.
BC Fitness creates an inclusive environment by just meeting, greeting you when you walk in the door, and gives you the specialized attention that makes you feel really, really comfortable and makes you want to be there. One of the experiences for me was when we first met with Brett, when we walked in and he greeted us, and we sat down at his conference room table, and he just really listened and made us feel like what we were saying was important, and again incorporated what we said into our routine.
Being a member of BC Fitness has really helped us think about what our goals are as we are in retirement. We like to travel, we like to remain active. We wanted to keep our bodies in shape so that we could do the things we want to do, to hopefully stave off some illnesses, but certainly just be more mobile and active in all the things that we want to do. I would say, unlike many gyms where you're in a large room with lots of other people, I would say check out BC Fitness because it's a very customized experience. All different kinds of body types come there, all different ages, physical abilities, etc. I found it to be a very welcoming environment for someone who's just really starting a fitness journey, and found it to be really ideal for what I was looking for.
What sets BC Fitness apart from other gyms is just the inclusiveness itself, that the centered attention that you get, and just the one-on-one training and fun, and just a great relaxed atmosphere.
Describe BC Fitness in one word as individual. It's been very customized to what my needs are, and that's why I feel like there's been success so far.
And if I were to sum it up in one word, I would say two words: very professional, and very fun.
Great. Is there anything else that you'd like to share about your experience at BC Fitness? Sean, this is your chance.
Well, let's see. Brett's the guy you love to hate, and he loves to let you bitch. No, it's just, when I say fun, working out is not always necessarily fun, but it's very motivating and comfortable. I think that is a good way of putting it.
Love that. Any last thoughts there, Kevin?
I guess I would add that by having a set time to be there, to me is an appointment. And some people may not be looking for that, but I think when I've belonged to gyms in the past and I could just drop in any time, I could always find a reason not to go. But when I have it on the calendar and I know that you're expecting me to be there, I want to be there and I want to honor that commitment. And for me, it's helping me remain accountable for this work. And but it's also made it fun because I can look forward to it.
I love that.
Can I add one more thing?
Of course.
So sometimes before our set time, I think to myself, I don't really want to do this, but I can honestly say that when we both are in the car leaving the parking lot, we both say, we're really glad we did.
Bomb dropped.
And that's
Bomb.
the truth.
I waited 12 minutes for you to drop a bomb, Sean. It almost didn't come.
Well, you can edit that out.
No, I loved it. I loved it. And I'll probably even put in some of this banter just because it has been good quality stuff. You know, I think that was one of the things that David wanted to really showcase is the amount of fun that we have, and that it's very lighthearted. And, you know, Lydia and Brett are always joking all the time. And, you know, they're always, you know, there's always something going on. David and I don't joke appropriately most of the time, but still we laugh nonetheless. So
Not surprised.
yeah.
I'm Courtney. I'm 33. I started coming to BC Fitness 2 years ago, right when COVID was letting up on things. I was in a mental breakdown and I just needed to honestly get out of my house. This was my getaway, and I truly wasn't expecting it to become a huge part of my life. I first heard about BC Fitness. I was just looking for a gym to go to that was more comfortable for me, and the Planet Fitness and stuff like that, it's not my thing. So I just went on Google and was just looking up fitness centers, like personal trainers, and BC Fitness was the only one that had the little pride thing that said friendly. So I clicked on that one and actually got back to me like right when I clicked on it. My overall experience at BC Fitness was really far out of my expectations. It was something that I didn't know I needed. I know I needed to start working out and getting back into healthier habits, but it helped me become the athlete I was before. BC Fitness exclusive environment was the healthiest way for me in my mental state, because being in like a group vicinity, I have social anxiety, so that this being on a one-on-one type thing and no one else around judging me, because that's my fear, is just people judging me when I go to the gym. So it was, the one-on-one was the thing that made me want to come here more often, because it helped with the anxiety I have about going to bigger gyms. My specific experience coming here and wanting to keep coming here was, before it became here, was Brett, because there's not a lot of people I trust and make me dig deep and trust other people. The atmosphere at BC Fitness allowed me to become more comfortable and feel more of myself coming here, and made me kind of want to go to a little group fitness. When they had lady lifters, it made me want to come there when I would never even think about trying to do that before. The reason why BC Fitness is different from the other facilities is because it is individualized and you can be more of yourself, and it helps you become, for me as a gay woman, it helps you not have the fear that you have when you go to another gym and be judged. But here, I can truly be myself and not shrink down and want to be somebody I'm not. BC Fitness allows me to come and be myself and not have to worry about being not able to not be myself. My BC Fitness overall experience, I would have to say it was probably more life-changing for me because I didn't think I could be this person today that I was 2 years ago when I started coming, and it truly opened me up to be who I really am.